What's up, guys? So guess what? I'm Harley Quinn. What do you think? I look like Harley Quinn. The look actually wasn't hard at all. It was a makeup class. Miss Molly did my makeup. Sorry, I'm messing with you guys about the whole it's not hard at all thing, because I didn't do it. It looks pretty simple. You can see got a little heart going and some lines. She made the lines a little big, but she did wonderful. Personally, I like the look. I would totally do it again, just try to repeat this makeup by myself, because I do actually have light face stuff that would work for this. And, it'd be cool. I like the idea of being Harley Quinn. It's pretty awesome. Trying to think. Applesauce. Oh yeah. So I guess I'll tell you guys about my day. So today, it was pretty neat. Did a duet with Corey, the Phantom of the Opera. Oh my goodness, it was hilarious because I was like thinking, Phantom of the Opera. Well, I can't do a high-pitched voice. And Corey can do, I can do pretty high, but I can't go Christine's level of high. And then Corey can't do a low pitch, but he can do a high pitch. So I'm like, brainstorm, why not switch genders? Like, not physically, but I mean, in switch characters. So instead of Corey being the Phantom, he'll be Christine. And instead of me being Christine, I'll be the Phantom. Now, obviously, if he is Christine if she were a guy, and me, the Phantom, if he was a girl. Gender swap. And then, we did a duet today, and it was cute. He aced Christine, and I aced the Phantom. But let me tell you, it was weird. It was wonderful and weird. It didn't feel right to me being the Phantom and him being Christine. It was just, no. Not again. Never. 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 So, the other thing, today at school, got to be on stage with another act, because apparently this act was doing Beauty and the Beast, but all they had was Gaston and the mob was apparently one person. I'm like, that's not a mob, that's just one person. You can't make a mob out of one person, but apparently they did. And then Mr. Carmelo, the teacher, was the Beast. So there was the Beast, there was Gaston, and then there was the mob. So obviously Belle was missing, and apparently so was the dad. So I end up being asked to go on stage, which was really awesome. Being Belle. I didn't look like Belle. I was Harley Quinn for the day. So I took down my hair and I'm like, okay, I'll try to get into character, but let me tell you, it was weird. It was weird. I don't know why, but when it comes to Disney, I just get all nervous, like, oh no, Disney, why? And I really do try when it comes to Disney. But being Belle, being the damsel in distress, I'm not a damsel in distress. I'm more like, man, evil witch, what are you doing here? I'm gonna kick your butt. You know what I mean? It's like, you're not gonna touch me. I'll punch you before you hurt me. I'm just saying. Not that I would ever really hurt anybody. I'm just saying. I would not make a good damsel. And the other thing, so I had to lip sync, and how many of you guys know the song where Gaston's singing kill the beast, and then he starts this mob? I had to lip sync to everything Belle said in that song. So she's all, no. And I'm like, you're telling me. Ugh. I'm sure I looked horrible on stage. I'm sure I was probably like, seriously, and rolling my eyes, because if I'm gonna be Belle, at least put me in Belle's dress. At least make me look like Belle. And I'll do my best not to feel like I'm two. I get it. I got the brown hair. I got the face for her. I could get out a book and look like her. But I can't. I mean, it was horrible. And then it was kind of fun too. It's just, I don't know why I always get embarrassed when it comes to Disney, because Disney, it's awesome. For me, I was so embarrassed. And then, in one part of the scene, one of the guys who was playing, I guess, was trying, instead, for the first one, the guy grabbed my, wrist, right? You know, because he was being that one character trying to put me in a cell or whatever. He didn't let go of my wrist. And I was actually trying to pull my hand free. I couldn't do it. He's strong. And I'm like, seriously, I need to work out more. Like, I can't pull my hand out of a guy's wrist. I mean, all it is just a quick poo. But this was me. But I didn't want people to think I was struggling, so I just kind of lightly, and I'm like, I give up. And then he starts swinging the arm, and I'm like, this is weird because my boyfriend is watching this. I hope he doesn't feel offended that some guy is swinging my arm like this. And then, so, luckily for me, the third time doing the song. The third time. Only halfway through, and I had to lip sync to her a third time. And then, this time there was a dad on stage. And apparently he was my dad. Because in the first two times there was no dad. But you could hear the dad speaking. Maurice. So anyways, the guy gets up on stage, and I was lip syncing to that little part where she's all, it's my fault. Like, it's my fault that, you know, we're locked up, and that I seriously don't have any strength, and that I couldn't have just punched the guy, or took the mirror out of his hand, or seriously, just instead of trying to say no and stopping him, trying to run up to the castle and just say, hey, Beast, this guy is trying to kill you. No, instead, I'm gonna try to stop him at the place. Horrible idea. Seriously, there is common sense to the whole thing. I guess reason can work, but like she said throughout the movie, Gaston's stupid. He doesn't even have looks going for him, I'm sorry, but we all remember that scene with the chest with the hairs, and I'm covered, and every inch of me is covered in hairs. So basically he's implying that he's more hairier than the Beast from Beauty and the Beast. That's pretty terrible, just that's sad. Well, I guess there's two beasts in Beauty and the Beast. Gaston and the Beast. Gaston was the real beast, people. Every inch of him was covered in hair. And he was ugly. And you know, normally I go for the guys with long hair. That guy? Just, ew. Ew. And what's with those three girls, the three blonde girls in the movie? You remember that? Where the blonde hair, and they're like, oh my goodness, he's so handsome. I'm like, what's so handsome about this guy? He has antlers all over his house. He's a slob. He doesn't like to read. I mean, I don't like reading, but I mean, he throws books in the mud. At least I have common sense not to do that. I mean, sometimes I kind of like to read. If you throw the book in the mud, then how are you going to read it? Duh. And then going back to the stage thing, I remember saying, so me and Corey, when we were trying to pick out a song for us to sing together, I'm like, well, what about if it's an open door? And then I'm like, no, it's too difficult. And then I'm like, well, what about Aladdin? You know, what's that song? A Whole New World. But then I thought about, oh, I'm sorry, I can't do this. It's Disney, and I mean, I love Disney. Just trying to do it yourself, it's different. And then you're in front of a whole bunch of people singing this. It's one thing when you're watching a movie and singing it by yourself in your room. But when you're in front of thousands of people singing a whole new world, a whole new place I never knew. Yeah, there's a whole new place you never knew that you can't sing on stage to Disney. I'm sure there are people who are talented enough to do that. Not me. Now maybe I could get up the courage to do it. But in my head I'm screaming, no! Just no. The other thing was, so we're doing the play Grease, which is pretty awesome. And in the play Grease, I had been wanting so badly to, originally I wanted to get the part of Sandy, but then I'm like, no, just no. And then I ended up wanting to get the part of Rizzo. And guess what? I got the part of Rizzo. You know. So if you guys haven't seen the movie Grease, I recommend you do it, because it's actually a really good movie. A little bit on the, just a little edgy, if you know what I mean, sketchy with some of their stuff they do in there, like older people wise. But I mean, not bad, just, So to get to the point, our play of it, skit is what they're calling it, will be G-rated, if you know what I mean. So, no kissing, no dancing crazy, none of that stuff. I'm like, thank you, Jesus. And for the Sandra D song, it will be also rated G, meaning he's going to change the lyrics. Because my character has to do two like solos. One of Sandra D, the other of her like solo where she walks off and sings about who she truly is. So I like my character because my character is, even though she's mean, she's deep. And she even sings about how she doesn't lie, how she doesn't steal and she doesn't lie, she's honest, and it's pretty nice. And a lot of people may think she's trashy, but and she sings about how, well, maybe it's true, but there are worse things she could do, but she doesn't. It's a pretty good song. Yeah. Trying to think of what else to talk about. Yeah, so I got the part of Rizzo. Now here's the other thing. I've had quite a bit of practice with Rizzo, but I'm not perfect, I guess you could say, meaning, like, I don't have her short hair, so I don't know how that's gonna work. Because in her Sandra D song, she's making fun of the other girl, Sandy, by putting on a blonde wig. So I'm like, but you can't see her hair since it's short. So it's like, okay, so should I put my hair in a bun and put on the blonde wig? Should I leave my hair down and just let my brown hair show as I put on the wig? Because I'm kind of confused here. Because I mean, in the movie it doesn't show. But I mean, it's gonna be a great play. Oh yeah, and my friend Sandy. Wait, hi I called you Sandy. My friend Courtney is playing Sandy, which is pretty cool. And Corey's a real sweetheart. I love spending every day with him. He's romantic, he's kind, he's funny. Very, very funny. Yep, and he says he doesn't care about like how I look, that he loves me the way I am. I personally think that's sweet. Because, you know, most guys are like, well, you gotta be the skinny, like that song all about the face. You gotta be the skinny stick figure silicone Barbie doll. You know, you just gotta be so skinny. You're like a toothpick. It's like so. Man, you gotta be skinnier than this pinky. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, ladies, we do not need to be so skinny that we look like a pinky. You know what I mean? But we don't have to be so harsh on ourselves about the way we look, because we are beautiful just the way we are. And for all you guys out there, you same thing. You don't need to be a stick figure Barbie Barbie doll. You can be who you are. I'm not saying that, hey, we should all be fat, but I'm not saying we should all be stick figures. Just saying, be you. Do you like being chubby? Stay chubby. If you like being skinny, stay skinny. I mean, it all really goes down to who you are inside, you know? And, trying to think of anything else to talk about. Well, yeah. Duh, I'm wearing the makeup. I seen the movie Suicide Squad a couple of weeks ago. It was awesome. If you have not seen it, go see it. Go see it. I thought it was gonna be horrible. I watched it and I'm like, I don't normally like DC or Marvel or any of this stuff, but I love Suicide Squad. And the name really throws you off, but I mean, it's a good movie. They probably should have named something else a little less intense, but I get what they were going for. It was a good movie. In fact, it was so good, I loved it. Oh yeah, speaking of which, it is a Friday. So, happy Friday! Friday. Apparently, it is the 3rd. So, 2/3/17. Nice! So, it's... wait. It's February. Ooh, Valentine's Day's coming up. You know, Valentine's Day happens to be one of my favorite time of the years. The romance, the love. Do you get it? Love. But being serious, I'm thankful. You know, Jesus, he's beautiful. And, I can't wait to spend every moment with him. You know, when either A, when he comes back, or B, when I die, whichever comes first. I can't wait to be with Jesus, because Jesus is beautiful. Because Jesus is holy, yeah. Nana and Papa and Kendall are all really nice. I love them very, 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 very much. Well, I hope you guys have a great day. I love you guys very, very much, and may you all be blessed. And remember, Jesus Christ loves you with all his heart and soul. Amen. Amen. Harley Quinn out! Or should I say, Dolly, you'll never know. Wait. Dolly. or Harley Quinn. Bye. And God bless you.